Good morning, dear students. Today, first of all, I will write two important theorems. Number one, integration of f dash x by fx dx is equal to log of fx plus c. And number two, integration of f dash x by fx by root fx is equal to 2 into root over fx plus c. These two are very important and useful theorems. Let us prove the number one result, integration of f dash x by fx. Here you can see fx and f dash x, fx in numerator, f dash x in denominator. So now as you can see fx and f dash in the given question, we will put fx equal to t. So let fx equal to t. Its derivative will be f dash x dx is equal to dt. Now the given integral becomes fx is t and f dash x dx is dt. So given integral becomes dt by t. Integration of dt by t is log of t plus c and t equal to fx. So ultimately the result is in log of fx plus c. So this is a very important theorem, integration of f dash x by fx equal to log of fx plus c. Similarly, we can prove f dash x by root over fx is equal to 2 into root over fx plus c. Now let us solve some integrals using above to these two formula. Okay, let us start with this integration of tan x dx. Tan x equal to, we can write sin x divided by cos x dx. Now derivative of cos x is minus of sin x. So if we write this integral in this way, minus of minus sin x by cos x, then this integral will be of the form f dash x by fx. You can say this is cos x, this is our function fx, this is our fx, and this is f dash x, cos x and its derivative fx f dash x. So integration of f dash x by fx is log of fx, so it will be log of cos x, log of fx, log of cos x plus c minus of log of cos x. This equal to minus log cos x equal to, we can write in this way, log of cos x to the power minus 1 plus c, because we know log of x to the power n is equal to n log x. This will come in the power of x. So applying this result, minus 1 into log cos x is log of cos x to the power minus 1. Okay, now log of cos x to the power minus 1 is log of 1 by cos x, 1 by cos x. So it is log of sec x, 1 by cos is sec. So integration of tan x is a log of sec x, and we have to use this as formula. We have to remember this, integration of tan x is a log of sec x. So integration of tan x, you have to remember, integration of tan x is log of sec x plus c. At the same time, we have to remember integration of this is this, so its derivative will be tan x. So at the same time, just we have to remember, we have to use this also, derivative of log of sec x. Derivative of this is equal to this, is equal to tan x. We have to remember, derivative of log of sec x is tan x. Okay, next let us integrate cot x dx. Now cot x equal to, we can write cos x by sin x. This is clearly in the form f dash x by fx. This is our fx sin x, and this is our derivative of sin x, cos x. So fx and f dash x, this integral is of the form f dash x by fx. This is our function, this is its derivative. So its integral will be log of fx, log of sin x plus c. So from now we have to remember integration of cot x equal to log of sin x plus c. And at the same time we have to remember derivative of this is cot x, derivative of log of sin x, or you can write with the modulus sign. Derivative of log sin x is equal to cot x. You have to remember both of these. Integration of cot x is log sin x and derivative of log sin x is cot x. As you know, integration is the reverse process of differentiation. Next, to integrate sec x dx. To integrate sec x, we multiply numerator and denominator by sec x plus tan x. Now, if we multiply numerator and denominator by sec x plus tan x, our numerator will become sec square x into sec x tan x. Sec square x plus sec x tan x divided by sec x plus tan x. Now, you can see derivative of tan x is sec square x plus derivative of sec x is sec x tan x. This is our fx, this is our f dash x. Given integral is of the form f dash x by fx, so integration will be log of fx, log of sec x plus tan x plus c. So what we have to remember, integration of sec x is a log of sec x plus tan x. Integration of this is log of sec x plus tan x. And the reverse thing also, derivative of log of sec x plus tan x is sec x. Integration of this is this, derivative of this will be sec x. Next, to integrate cos x dx. To integrate this, we have to multiply numerator and denominator by cosec x minus cot x. Okay. To integrate cosec x, we will multiply both numerator and denominator by cosec x minus cot x. Our numerator will become cosec square x minus cosec x into cot x, and denominator will become cosec x minus cot x. Derivative of cosec x is, you can see, derivative of cosec x is minus cosec x cot x, and derivative of minus of cot x is cosec square x. So derivative of denominator is numerator. So this is of the form f dash x by fx. So ultimately its integration will be log of fx, that is log of denominator cosec x minus cot x plus c. Okay. So from now we have to remember integration of cosec x is log of cosec x minus cot x. So integration of cosec x is log of cosec x minus cot x. And derivative of log of cosec x minus cot x will be cosec x. That also you have to remember at the same time. So these are the four formulas we have got just now, and we have to remember integration of tan x is the log of sec x, integration of cot x is the log of sin x, integration of sec x is log of sec x plus tan x, and integration of cosec x is log of cosec x minus cot x. Now let us solve some more questions using this formula, f dash x by fx equal to log of fx. Let us integrate this one. 1 minus sin x divided by x plus cos x. You can say derivative of x is 1, derivative of cos x is minus sin x. So clearly derivative of denominator is the numerator. So this is fx, f dash x, and integration of f dash x by fx is log of fx. These are simple 1 mark question, log of x plus cos x plus c. Okay. Suppose you have to integrate dx by 1 plus e to the power minus x. Okay. Now e to the power minus x equal to, we can write 1 by e to the power x. If we take LCM, this will become, the denominator will become e to the power x plus 1 and the numerator will become e to the power x dx. If we take LCM, now you can see e to the power x by e to the power x plus 1, derivative of this e to the power x plus 1 is e to the power x. So now this is our fx, this is our f dash x, fx and f dash x. So this integration will be log of fx, log of e to the power x plus 1. F dash x by fx is function, its derivative of this is e to the power x. Now to integrate dx by e to the power x plus 1, dx by e to the power x plus 1. Now to integrate this, our first step will be to multiply numerator and denominator by e to the power minus of x. We will multiply e to the numerator and denominator by e to the power minus x. Now you can see the denominator will be 1 plus e to the power minus x. Now you can see derivative of 1 is 0 and derivative of e to the power minus x is minus of e to the power minus x. So derivative of denominator is almost there in numerator. Only what we have to adjust the minus sign. So we will write in this way minus of minus e to the power minus x by 1 plus e to the power minus x. So now clearly derivative of this, derivative of denominator is now numerator. So applying the formula f dash x by fx is a log of fx. So it will be log of 1 plus e to the power minus x plus c. This is of the form f dash x by fx. This is our fx and this is the derivative of denominator. So log of fx. Answer is minus log of 1 plus e to the power minus x plus c. Next, to integrate e to the power 2x minus e to the power minus 2x divided by e to the power 2x plus e to the power minus 2x. Now let us find derivative of denominator. Derivative of e to the power 2x is 2 into e to the power 2x. E to the power 2x is there in the numerator but 2 is missing. Derivative of e to the power minus 2x is minus 2 into e to the power minus 2x. So what is missing in the numerator? 2 in both the terms. So what we will do? We will write half into and we will multiply numerator by 2. And now we can see derivative of denominator. Derivative of e to the power 2x is 2 into e to the power 2x and derivative of e to the power minus 2x is minus 2 into e to the power minus 2x. So this is our fx and this is our f dash x. This is fx, f dash x. So answer will be log of fx, log of e to the power 2x plus e to the power minus 2x plus c. Next, to integrate e to the power 2x minus 1 by e to the power 2x plus 1. Okay. Now to integrate this, let us multiply numerator and denominator by e to the power minus x. If we multiply numerator and denominator by e to the power minus x, our numerator will become e to the power x minus e to the power minus x. And the denominator will become e to the power x plus e to the power minus x. So now if we multiply numerator and denominator by e to the power minus x, our given integral will be in this form. And now you can see derivative of e to the power x is e to the power x and derivative of e to the power minus x is minus of e to the power minus x. So clearly this integral is of the form f dash x by fx. And we know integration of f dash x by fx is a log of fx. So using this, its answer will be log of fx, log of e to the power x plus e to the power minus x plus c. Next, to integrate cos 2x divided by cos x plus sin x whole square. Cos 2x by cos x plus sin x whole square. We will first write the formula for cos 2x, which is cos square x minus sin square x by cos x plus sin x whole square. Now cos square x minus sin square x is cos x plus sin x into cos x minus sin x. So we can cancel 1 cos x plus sin x, cos x plus sin x. First of all, cos square x minus sin square, applying the formula a square minus b square, a minus b into a plus b, and then cancelling 1 cos x plus sin x in numerator and in denominator. Now you can see derivative of cos x is minus sin x plus derivative of sin x is cos x. So this is our fx and this is our f dash x. And we know f dash x by fx is the log of fx. So using this, it will be log of denominator, log of fx log of cos x plus sin x plus c. So this is the answer. Next, to integrate sin x divided by sin x plus a dx. This is an important question. This is from NCERT book, but is a very important question. So to integrate sin x by sin x plus a, what we will do? We will put x plus a equal to t. If we differentiate, derivative of dt dx equal to derivative of left hand side is 1, derivative of x is 1, derivative of a is 0. So 1 equal to dt dx, so dx equal to dt. Okay. Now if we put x plus a equal to t, our variable will change from x to t. Denominator will be sine of t and numerator will be sine of x equal to t minus a. Dx is equal to dt. Next, sin t minus a is sin t cos a minus cos t sin a by sin t dt. If we divide, it will be cos a minus cot t into sin a dt. Now here our variable is t, so a is constant here, so we can take cos out of integration sign, so it will be cos a into integration of dt minus, again sin a is constant, we can write sin a into cot t dt. Okay, so cos a integration of dt is t minus sin a integration of cot t is log of sin t plus c. Now we have to replace t by x plus a, so we will put cos a into x plus a minus sin a into log of sin x plus a plus c. This is another important question. Integrate sin x minus a by sin x plus a dx. And this question came in board exam also, 2013, 2015, 2006, etc. Now to integrate sin x minus a by sin x plus a, what we will do? We will first put x plus a equal to t. And so dx equal to dt. Derivative of left hand side is 1, so dx into equal to dt. Now we will change our variable from x to t, so denominator is now sin t and sine of x equal to, we can write t minus a, x equal to, you can say x equal to t minus a, so it will become t minus 2a and dx is our dt. Now applying the formula for sin a minus b, we get sin t into cos 2a minus cos t into sin 2a, sin a cos b minus cos a sin b. Now dividing by sin t, we get cos of 2a minus, it will be cot of t into sin 2a dt. As t is the variable, cos all other terms will be other than t, all will be constant, so cos 2a is constant here, so you can write cos 2a out of the integration sign minus sin 2a into integration of cot t dt. So it will be cos of 2a integration of dt is t minus sin 2a integration of cot t is log of sin t. Now putting t equal to, you can say t equal to x plus a, so putting t equal to x plus a, we get this cos 2a into x plus a minus sin 2a into log of sin x plus a. So this is the answer. Next, to integrate dx by cos of x minus a into cos of x minus b. With that, I am writing one more question here. You can see dx by sin x minus a into sin x minus b. if the given integral of this form, either in this form or in this form, that is if denominator both the terms are cos x minus a cos x minus b, or sin x minus a sin x minus b, what we will do in both the cases, we will express numerator in terms of sine. You see what we will write? We will write numerator in this way: sine of x minus a minus x minus b. Now if we write a numerator in this way, it ultimately our numerator is, you can see this x and this x will get cancelled, so our numerator is now sine of b minus a, and to adjust, because sine b minus a is constant, there is no x involved in sine b minus a, so we will write sine b minus a here. This is sine b minus a, this is also sine b minus a, these two will get cancelled, and we'll get this integral only, the given integral only. This will remain. So cos of x minus a into cos x minus b. So how to proceed? When both are cos or both are sine, we will express numerator in terms of sine. But remember one thing: if in denominator one term is sine, say sine x minus a into cos x minus b, one term is sine and one term is cos, then what we will do? We have to proceed in this way. In that case, we will write denominator in this way: cos of x minus a minus x minus b. You can see this is now cos b minus a, and to adjust here we have to write cos of b minus a by sin x minus a into cos x minus b. Okay, I think this is clear. You can see when both are cos x minus a cos x minus b, we will express numerator in terms of sine of this, and to adjust we have to multiply by 1 by sin b minus a. We will proceed exactly in the same way when both the terms are sine, cos. We will write this as sine of x minus a minus x minus b, and we will adjust by writing 1 by sin b minus a. But when one term is cos and one term is sine and one term is cos, we will express numerator in terms of cos of this minus this. So it will be cos of b minus a, and to adjust you have to write 1 by cos b minus a here. After that we will express this in the form cos a, we will apply cos of a minus b formula, just like this question. What we will do here, now we will break numerator by using the formula sin a minus b. It will be sin x minus a cos x minus b minus cos x minus a sin x minus b. We have to write dx here. By cos of x minus a into cos of x minus b. So 1 by sin b minus a, integration of sin x minus a cos x minus b by cos x minus a cos x minus b, this term by this term, in that case cos x minus b cos x minus b will get cancelled. Sin by cos will be tan x minus a minus this by this, cos x minus a sin x minus b by cos x minus a cos x minus b, this by this, cos will get cancelled, and sin x minus b by cos x minus b will be tan of x minus b. So 1 by sin b minus a, integration of tan x is the linear expression in x. Tan x is integration of tan x is the log of sec x minus log of sec x minus b plus c. Here coefficient of x is 1, so if we divide by 1 it will remain same. So this is our answer. So what is the main point here? So answer is 1 by sin b minus a into log of sec of x minus a minus log of sec of x minus b. But what is the main point? If both are cos, both the terms in denominator are cos, we have to express numerator in terms of sine. When both the terms are sine, then also we have to express numerator in terms of sine. But if one term is sine and one is cos in denominator, we will express denominator in terms of cos of x minus a minus x minus b. And to adjust, we will write 1 by, because this, you can clearly see this is b minus a, this will become b minus a, cos of b minus a, and to adjust we have to write 1 by cos b minus a. Okay, so this is the important steps you have to remember. Next, to integrate dx by 1 plus cot x. This is an important question. Dx by 1 plus cot x. Our first step will be to break cot in terms of cos and sine. If we write cot x equal to cos x by sin x, and if we take LCM, so it will be sin x dx by sin x plus cos x. This is our first step. In the next step, you see this is the most important step. What we will do, first we will write the denominator. Our denominator is sin x plus cos x. We will first write sin x plus cos x in numerator. Okay, first we will write this in the numerator and its derivative of this, which is derivative of sin x is cos x and derivative of cos x is minus sin x. So we will write these two in the numerator. First we have written sin x plus cos x, then we have written its derivative here, and we need sin x in numerator, sin x. If we write plus sign here, in that case sin minus sin, these two will get cancelled. Sin x, if we write plus sign here, this will get cancelled, we will get 2 cos x, but we need sin x here, so we have to put minus sign. In that case you can see cos x minus cos x will get cancelled. Sin x minus sin x, our numerator will become 2 sin x, but it is sin x in numerator. To adjust we have to write half here. You see this is 2 sin x into half, 2 will get cancelled, we will get sin x only, and our denominator is sin x plus cos x. Okay, so this is the most important step. First we have written the denominator, then its derivative, and we adjusted by writing minus sign and half. Now if we divide sin x plus cos x by sin x plus cos x is 1, sin x plus cos x by sin x, this by this is 1, minus cos x minus sin x by sin x plus cos x. This by this is 1, this cos x minus sin x by sin x plus cos x. Now half integration of 1 is x minus, now you can say derivative of sin x is cos x, derivative of cos x is minus sin x. This integral is of the form f dash x by fx. This is our fx and this is derivative f dash x by fx. So answer is log of fx. So half into x minus log of sin x plus cos x plus c. Okay, so this is the answer. Just remember the steps. This is a very, very important step you have to remember. The rest of the part is easy. Next, to integrate dx by 1 minus 10x. Just like this question, in the first step we will break 10x in terms of sine and cos. So if we write 10x equal to sin x by cos x, we will get our numerator will be cos x and denominator is cos x minus sin x. This is our first step. In the next step, first we will write the denominator here, which is cos x minus sin x, and next we will write derivative of denominator, which is a minus sin x minus cos x. Okay, now we have to adjust. If we write plus sign here, plus sign, in that case cos x and cos x will get cancelled, we will get minus 2 sin x, but our numerator is in terms of cos x. So what we will do, we will put a minus sign here. Now you can see minus sin x minus plus sin x will get cancelled, cos x minus cos x. So ultimately numerator is now 2 cos x. If we write this, this becomes 2 cos x, but our actual numerator is cos x, and here we get 2 cos x. To adjust, you have to write half here. Half into 2 cos x, 2 and 2 will get cancelled. So this is a very important step. How I have written this step? First I have written denominator, then its derivative of denominator, and then I have adjusted. I have to check whether to put plus sign or minus sign to get this. Okay. Next, half into cos x minus sin x by cos x minus sin x is 1, minus of sin x minus of cos x by cos x minus sin x dx. So half into, now integration of 1 is x, minus, you can say derivative of cos x is minus sin x, minus derivative of sin x is cos x. So its derivative is now in numerator, derivative of denominator is now in numerator. So it will be log of minus sin x minus, it will be log of cos x minus sin x, log of fx. So it will be log of cos x minus sin x. So this is the answer, x minus log of fx, log of cos x minus sin x plus c. Next, to integrate e to the power 3 log x into x to the power 4 plus 1 whole thing to the power minus 1 dx. This is a very simple question. Now for that, first of all, we have to write one property of log. Actual property is a to the power log x base a is equal to x. If if these two are equal, the answer will be x. Now e to the power log x, if the base of the log is e, e to the power log x will be x, using this property. If these two are equal, answer will be x. If these two are equal, because log x, if nothing is written in the base, so you have to consider the base as e. Okay, so e to the power log x equal to x, because nothing is mentioned in the base, so we have to consider the base as e. So e to the power log x equal to x. Now one more formula I have to write, log of x to the power n is equal to n into log x. Log of x to the power n is, so n will come here, it will be n log x. So you can see, you can write n into log x equal to, reversing this formula, n into log x equal to log of x to the power n. N will come in the power of x to the power n. So using this property, e to the power 3 log x equal to, we can write e to the power log of x cube into x to the power 4 plus 1 to the power minus 1 means 1 by x to the power 4 plus 1. Okay. Now you see, e to the power log x is x, e to the power log x cube will be x cube by x to the power 4 plus 1 dx. Now what is the derivative of denominator? Derivative of x to the power 4 is 4x cube, derivative of 1 is 0, and our numerator is x cube, derivative of this is 4x cube. So we can bring 1 by 4 in the numerator in this way, 1 by 4 into 4x cube by x to the power 4 plus 1 dx. Okay. Now you can see this integral is of the form f dash x by fx. This is our fx and this is our derivative. X to the power 4 plus 1 is our fx, and this is derivative of x to the power 4 plus 1, which is 4x cube. F dash x by fx. So its integration will be log of fx. So it will be log of x to the power 4 plus 1 plus c. Next, to integrate sin 2x divided by a square cos square x plus b square sin square x dx. First of all, let us find the derivative of denominator. Let us check what is the derivative of denominator. A square cos square x plus b square sin square x. Let us find the derivative of denominator. A square cos square x. Now cos square x means cos x whole square its derivative will be 2 cos x. Cos square x means cos x whole square. Its derivative is 2 cos x into derivative of cos x, which is minus sin x, plus derivative of b square sin square x. B square is constant. Sin square x is sin x whole square. Derivative of sin x whole square will be sin x whole square, like x square. It will be 2 sin x into derivative of sin x, so cos x. Now this is 2a square into minus sign is also there, minus a square into 2 sin x cos x is sin 2x, b square sin 2x. We can take, if we take sin 2x common, so it will be b square minus a square into sin 2x. So now what we have observed, derivative of denominator is sin 2x into b square minus a square, and b square minus a square you can easily bring in numerator by multiplying numerator and denominator by b square minus a square. So its derivative is almost there in numerator. So first what we will do, we will consider this as t. Let this be t. Its derivative of this into dx is equal to dt. This into dx is equal to dt. This into dx is equal to dt. And one more thing we will write, sin 2x dx is equal to dt by b square minus a square. If we consider this as denominator equal to t, and if we differentiate, we will get sin 2x dx equal to dt by b square minus a square. And now you can see sin 2x dx, sin 2x into dx is dt by b square minus a square. So it will be dt by b square minus a square, because this is constant. You can write outside the limit sign, and this is our t. This is our t. Now 1 by t, integration of 1 by t is log t plus c. So 1 by b square minus a square into log of t is a square cos square x plus b square sin square x plus c. Okay, or directly you can do, without substitution directly you can do. We have seen clearly the derivative of the denominator is this, b square minus a square sin 2x dx. Okay, so derivative of this is b square minus a square sin 2x. Write b square minus a square here and adjust by writing b square minus a square, and this will be of the form f dash x by fx. If we multiply this numerator and denominator by b square minus a square, this integral will be of the form f dash x by fx, because its derivative is b square minus a square sin 2x. The derivative of denominator is this. So if we multiply this and this by b square minus a square, our numerator will be the derivative of denominator. So f dash x by fx log of fx, log of this, and 1 by b square minus a square will be already there, because you have to adjust b square minus a square. So that way also you can do directly. So these were some questions based on the two important formula. Mainly we have done f dash x by fx. So these are very important questions, important formula. You have to write you have to learn the formula, and you have to also learn the use of the formulas. Okay, so that's all for today. Thank you.